So what will it take to fully compensate the families of mine workers who lost their lives during the Marikana Massacre? Why is the NPA delaying the prosecution of police officers implicated in the killings? Can Lonmin Platinum confidently say it complies with its social and labor plan? Will there ever be consequences for politicians implicated in the Marikana tragedy? What time is it? It's question time. Khodzong and welcome to the show. My name is Mpho Tsedu. Today marks the 5th anniversary of Marikana Massacre. Exactly 5 years ago, 34 miners were shot dead by police officers at a koppie near the Lonmin mine near Bretz. Mine workers, most of them affiliates of mining union AMCU, had embarked on a strike for a 12,500 minimum wage. In 2012, President Jacob Zuma appointed a commission of inquiry chaired by retired Judge Ian Falam to investigate the events that led to the tragedy. While the final report was released by President Zuma in 2015, the implementation of his recommendations has become a bone of contention. This, as stakeholders in the sector and the families of the deceased say, little or no change has happened in and around Marikana 5 years on. Most Lonmin workers still live in poverty and squalor, albeit promises by Lonmin to adhere to its social and labor plans. But will those implicated in the Marikana killings ever be prosecuted? We are live, and therefore you can call us and air your views. The numbers to dial is 089 110 4210. Internationally, +2789 110 4210. Or tweet us your comments. Our Twitter handle at QuestionTime24. My guest today, Ms. Thandeka Ncube, EVP Stakeholder Relations and Regulatory Affairs at Lonmin, and Blessings Ramoba, this Mining Forum South Africa President. And we're expecting to be joined by Anderson Kome, who is the attorney of the injured and arrested Marikana mine workers. We're not so sure if indeed he will be joining us. But let me welcome those of you who are here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 5 years down the line, Lonmin, how do you feel? You happy with the progress that has been made? Mainly, reasons why people were killed for their money. Well, we can never be happy. You know, we lost our colleagues. There's Lonmin pre-Marikana and then Lonmin post-Marikana.
Yeah.
But Lonmin post-Marikana is a Lonmin that has introspected. It's a Lonmin that has listened to the recommendations from the Falam Commission. It's a Lonmin that has implemented quite a few from the Falam Commission. A social and labor plan is a living document. It's a Lonmin that is complying with this social and labor plan. So are we happy that we're complying with our social and labor plan? Yes. But this still remains a very dark cloud over Lonmin.
What progress have you made? If you're saying you're happy, what have you done?
Well, one of the issues which was publicized all over, was the 5,500 houses that we didn't build.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the law, there are two parts in terms of proving miners' living conditions, and that we had complied with even by 2012 by converting our single room hostels to family units. That we had done by 2012 already. But beyond that, the introspection for Lonmin was that the condition in which our employees were living under were not satisfactory. So we committed in this current social and labor plan, which is our second generation, to build infill apartments. We have built those infill apartments and we're happy. We launched them yesterday. We have our employees that have moved in. We've done an in-depth survey because one of the failures of us not building the 5,500 houses beyond the economic conditions that we had to look at how can we build houses that would be home to rent for our employees, because some of them, not all, some of them,
yes,
preferred to have
at home.
No, to have a rental close to the place of work and have their homes in their place of origin.
Yeah.
So now we've done an in-depth survey, and in that, as we all know, unfortunately, given South Africa, we have a lot of our employees which are indebted. And we are also working through trying to make them, as we can say, ready to transact. And those that wish to buy homes in Brits, in Rustenburg, because some of them don't want to live in Moinoi.
Okay.
So we facilitate for those to do that. We've also built some houses. No, you've asked me. So we've also built some houses where some employees have bought around Marikana, and they moved into those houses. We haven't, not all of them, but some of them have.
Okay.
So it's a moving progress. And one of the reasons why we could not do the 5,500 houses was also the availability of land. And we must understand that the people that are living around our operations are also people that are working at some of our mines that are in the area. So in terms of home provision, we have to work with the municipality, with the province.
That's a very lame excuse.
It's not an excuse.
It is, because Lonmin, if and when you want land for mining, you get it. You put money into it. But when it has to be land to build decent housing for people who have been working there, I mean, Lonmin is made up of fat cats who have been making billions of dollars all over the years until 5 years ago when AMCU said enough is enough.
We've also donated land where it's going to be an intercollaborative effort with Madibeng municipality to make sure that the land is serviced, because you can't just go and put people there when there's no water, there's no bulk infrastructure. So we're also in that process working with the municipality and the province to make sure that we provide solutions that are sustainable.
Ramoba.
Yes, sir.
You represent an organization which looks after the interests of communities in and around mining areas.
Yes, yes.
Talk to us about Marikana in particular.
First of all, thank you for inviting us. We are the Mining Forum of South Africa, and basically what we do, we enforce the Social and Labour Plan, the Mining Charter, the MPRDA. What we have done in the past, since January, we have met with the Lonmin management 5 times, deliberating on the issues of non-compliance with the social and labor plans. Initially, we did a study where we found out that and analyzed that Lonmin does not comply at all. You know, the social and labor plan document is a legal document. Yeah. Whenever you submit, whenever you want the mining rights, it's specified in terms of what you're going to be doing. And what we did, we were ticking in terms of what they did and what they did not do. Most of the things, 90% of the things that which they said they were gonna do, they didn't do them. Remember right now.
So you're saying Thandeka is lying?
Yes, she's lying. Thandeka, she has got 3 months in Lonmin. When I had the last meeting with the management, she was arriving at Lonmin. That was my last meeting with the executives of the Mining Forum of South Africa, and Lonmin management was with, that was the 5th meeting. She just came, she had few days there. But what she's saying now is just rhetorics. She doesn't know the environment of Lonmin because of basically what's happening there. Lonmin is not complying with the social and labor plan. If you look before, in 2006, they said that they were gonna build 5,500 houses, of which they never built. They committed in terms of local economic development programs, of which they never materialized. In 2008, they said they had a boom in terms of the price of platinum, where they gave dividends about $600 million to their own shareholders. Now, whatever they report to the public is not true. But if you go and look at the Sustainable Development document, that is what actually you see as real, because they want to please the shareholders. In 2012, Those houses never materialized. They only built 3 show houses. Those 3 show houses, even today, they're still standing there. One of their excuses, they said, they do not have land, but they donated the land. Another thing, they said that their employees do not want to own the house, they want to rent. But why don't you build? Because now you have got the land. Now, recently they donated the land, of which the government took the land. They build houses for the workers, for their own workers. So now, those houses, they do not own them. Those houses, that's why even the people belonging to the community, they occupied those houses. And we encourage them to occupy them because they do not belong to Lonmin. Those houses belong to the government. Okay. So they must build their own houses for their own people.
Can I just correct Mr. Ramova? Number one, when we met with him, him and his organization, they were carrying a proposal to Lonmin for 35 million for us to fund for their projects. That's number one. Number two, he talks about they enforce the mining charter and the MPRTA. The last time I checked, the people who are tasked with enforcing MPRTA and the mining charter is the Department of Mineral Resources.
But you do
and the Department of Mineral Resources has, even as early as last week, Friday and Thursday, they were auditing us on the social and labor plan. Those are the people that can take the license away, because we have to provide proof of everything that we write and we say we have done.
So we
number three, I listened to him. The first thing he said, Taneka is lying, because Taneka, it was her first day or her first week. Now I challenge him to go and Google Lonmin. I've been associated with Lonmin since 2011.
Yeah, but
so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I know.
She was working at Shanduka.
I was on the exco of Lonmin. Okay. No, wait a minute. He said I'm lying on air. So I want him to retract that.
Okay.
Because the government, the Department of Government that gives licenses, they don't give licenses. They wanted us. They are very upset with us,
okay,
because we will not fund the program that they've put on the table.
Let me go to where is this? Is this PE? Wise.
Yeah. Oh, Kunja.
Hey, Fondin.
I said him for my day. Look. Firstly, let me say. May the soul of Mambush,
yes,
and all the workers who lost their life with Marikana rest in eternal peace.
Correct.
Look, your question was, will those responsible for Marikana killing ever be prosecuted? No, I'm just calling to answer your question. Yes, they will be prosecuted as soon as EFF take over this country. They will be prosecuted, including Jacob Zuma. That's all I'm calling. I'm calling to answer your questions.
Okay. All right. Wise man there calling us from B. He says, yeah, no, people will be held accountable. We were expecting the lawyer there, but he apparently hasn't arrived in Pretoria there at our studios. So, okay. This lies and allegations and counter-allegations and counter-lies.
No, there's not like there's allegations. The allegations. He implied lies. Let me say this. Implied lies. There's an allegation. He said, I am challenging him. Anyone, Google Taneka Ncube, when she's been associated with Lonmin. He said, when I walked in, I didn't know what I was talking about. For me, it doesn't matter whether you've been there for a month or 3 months. He gives an impression that I walked in there and I didn't know what I was talking about.
She's associated with Cyril Ramaphosa. She's from Shanduka. We know her. We know her very, very well.
I worked at Shanduka. It is not a secret.
Yes.
I worked at Shanduka. It's not a secret. Like anyone can work in any organization.
Fine. Guys, I want us to talk Marikana.
Yes, let's talk about Marikana. This is what happened in terms of the social and labor plans. When I had with the executives, when we had 5 meetings, meetings with the CEO of Lonmin, Mr. Ben Magara. We had presentations in terms of what is on the ground. We had a proof.
Where you wanted us
I'm speaking. You must listen to me.
I must
I'm
listen
speaking.
to you.
Okay, it's fine. It's
where
fine.
he wanted
it's
us
fine.
to fund his program.
What happened is this.
Mr. Blessing.
Mr. Ben Magara, this is what happened. Ben Magara said this to us after the presentation. He had admitted that my people have failed. First of all, their planning in terms of the social and labor plan was just out of order. The implementation was not there. In terms of the social and labor plan, you should have a forum that takes responsibility to implement the social and labor plan. They didn't have that. It was a mess. Now, Mr. Ben Magara said this to us, that Blessings, if you want us to help, I mean, if you want you to help us, bring a proposal. Because what we wanted to do, we wanted to revolutionize everything, to bring back the dignity of the people of Marikana in terms of the implementation.
Let me take Ngeto. Ngeto is in, is it Hout Bay?
Hout Bay.
Yes, welcome.
Mpo.
Tata.
Kunjani dad?
Phila kondo naku?
Hayi siyaphila tata kuhle. Silindele mini ke Mpho uzawude uze nale genge ANC siyibone ba ayiziqondini ba iyafana nala government wengcinezelo wakuqala.
Izokuziphendulela ngalento yaseMarikana.
Izoziphendulela ngalento yaseMarikana enimamela uSV apha emini. We-ANC. Ukuthi abantu uthi makungadlalwa ngepolitiki. This is not the politics. It's no politics. It's the truth that people were killed in Marikana.
Correct.
And they are nowhere to be found. We need answers here.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to Ria Pierre. Nothing. Tetra is going up and down. He's happy. Nothing that involves him. What is happening? We need to know. It's a sad thing. What happened in Marikana.
Yes.
And the ANC, please, Mpho, ask these guys. We want to see them. We want to talk to them.
Thank you very much, Ngozi Kakhulu, calling us from Hout Bay there, well, asking that we need to get the ANC to come and tell us exactly what their account really of events is, because, and indeed, when you look at the commemoration services that are being held in Marikana, the ANC is not there, alliance partners are not there. It says quite a bit, but obviously there may be political hostilities which we do not know, or which we know for a fact. So, but we will try our bit. Call us 089-1104-210. That's the number we need to hear your comments and views and questions. At Question Time 24 is the Twitter handle. Let's go to Nathan. He is in Swellendam. Yeah.
Hello, Paul.
Nathan, welcome.
How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure. I just want to make a remark, man.
Yes.
That guy, I think that guy is speaking the truth. You know, the shareholders of Lonmin or any other big company, they don't know what's going on the ground. They just want big bucks.
Yep.
And I want to ask, where is the ANC and Zuma and the Youth League? Because they always spoke about white capital monopoly
capital,
white monopoly capital.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And what about now this Lonmin people? She's sitting there, but she's got enough food on the table. Her children is going to universities or big schools, wherever.
Yeah.
They can pay, you know. And the people of Marikana is still suffering for 5 years. It's a disgrace. Thank you, Mpho.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Have you, as Lonmin, done any research to look at the wage gap between your lowest paid employee and the highest paid employee, including those monies that companies like yours hide through transfer pricing?
Okay, you've asked me two questions. Have we done research? Well, we know what our different categories of our employees that are being paid.
Okay.
That
how much does the lowest earner take home at Lonmin? For
instance, now if we talk about the rock drill operators, because those were the contentious, right now their take home is 15,700 a month.
Okay.
That's excluding medical aid.
No.
Okay.
But there are
now, in terms of our highest paid,
Yes.
which is our CEO, lucky for us, Lonmin is a listed company. So every time we publish our results, the results of the salaries of the executives are listed there.
But why can you tell me about the rock driller, but you can't tell me about the CEO?
Well, I mean, at this stage, I mean, I don't have the number in my head exactly.
No, I don't want to believe what you're saying.
Well, we came here to talk about the social and labor plan.
Yeah, but certainly, you know, you are you've been associated with Lonmin for years.
Yes,
as you
I
say.
have. Yes,
How
I have.
much does the CEO at Lonmin
Yes,
earn?
I have. Can I choose not to answer that?
Is that how much you value the lives of those who make the money that you and the CEO take home?
Sir, that's
that
not
you are
how much
able to say to us
that's not
they
how
take
much,
home 15,000
No.
without medical aid, but you can't tell me
not
what
how
the
much
CEO
I
takes.
value. We value
Let me
every
tell you why you
employee.
can't tell me.
No, we value. You asked me a question. Can I answer the question?
Let me tell you why you can't.
But
You are
can
not
I answer
answering
it?
it. You have said already that you're not going to give us the
we are a
answer.
listed entity. That information is available.
So is the information about the rock driller not available?
It is available.
So why are you able
Yes.
to give me the rock driller but not the CEO?
Because that was the contentious issue that caused the strike.
No, it's the
One
question
of the
I'm asking
contentious
here.
issues.
It's got nothing to do with the strike.
But we're talking about Marikana.
Yes.
So the salary, we are a listed entity. That information you can get.
So, but why can you tell me that rock driller that he earns 15,000, yet you can't tell me about the CEO? Let me tell you why you can't. Because he earns embarrassingly too much money, to a point where you can't compare it with the rock driller that you are so proud to say the rock driller takes 15,000 home. That CEO of yours is probably making 15,000 per second. Let's go to the calls. Welcome.
Hi. Hi. What I'd like to say is this. Lonmin is busy beating around the bush, right? Lonmin is protected by Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa, right? So everything, each and every license they can get because he's part of the executive. Right now, Lonmin is totally lying. The only solution that Lonmin can come up with is apologize, do something for the people that the people can benefit from, because Lonmin is benefiting at the present moment.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the call. You have come up with a monument. I know that it's being, the proposal for the monument is being, circulated amongst the employees and family members?
It is in discussion because we must understand.
Consultation.
It's in consultation because we must understand and we must put this on record. Wondergop belongs to the Bapo Nation.
Yes.
So it is in consultation, and we are not going to do something there that we haven't consulted with everyone that has been affected with that. And the land belongs to the Bapo Nation. So that is important.
Have you consulted, are you consulting with Bapong or with the staff and their families?
We're consulting with the Bapong, we're consulting with AMKU, we're consulting with the provincial government who's in support of what we're doing, with the municipality, because we want that to be a place of remembrance and honoring of the lives that were lost there.
Lloyd, you are in Beggarsdale. Is it Beggarsdale or Beggarsford? I'm sorry.
Beggarsford.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Khotompo.
Lloyd.
The problem that we have debate, ne?
Yes.
The main people from Lonmin that are the shareholders and people up there, they sent our people. You see where you are sitting, the three of you. I don't want to be discriminative.
Yeah, no, we are all black. Yeah.
Yes. They take all our people, you should see, they bring them together so that they can have fight. It's a way of fighting that. Where are these white people? Where are the shareholders? Where are these people that are milking our country while we are sitting and debating while they are taking all these results? Whatever is happening in Lonmin, I could see with that lady. Once you speak to her, the eyes can tell. She can see, you can see that they just sent her there to embarrass her. She's lying. Nothing is being implemented. The government of our ANC, they failed us in a way that you could see that all blacks that are being debated on issues of ours, it's only blacks
especially in private sectors. They say we.
Okay.
Where are these white people that are owning and all this? I'm very sorry. I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry, very sorry, Paul.
We have run out of time, but I want to give you closing remarks. Let me start with you.
First of all, I would like to say Lonmin is the culprit here. And in terms of the enforcement by the DMR, the regulator must enforce harder on Lonmin. If needs be, they must take the lessons away, because the communities whereby these companies operating, they are very, very much poor, and they are not complying, and they are allowed to run away with it.
My sister.
Mr. Blessing, as closing remarks, actually not to Mr. Blessing, as closing remarks to South Africa, I'd like to point out that the CEO of Lonmin is black.
Yeah.
The executives of Lonmin are black. Yes, we do have white people. It's a multinational company. And what we're sitting here is that the regulator that grants the license, anyone can ask for the information, okay, and they have the information, and we've got proof of everything that we're talking about.
Okay.
So
we have run out of time.
No, but this statement that we're lying and we don't know what we're talking about, I welcome anyone to go with us to the regulator and where we can give them the information and all the proof.
That was it, eh? Unfortunately, we have run out of time. That was question time for today. A big thank you to my guest and to you for watching the show. And indeed, may the souls of all those who died during the Marikana Massacre on the day, the policemen who died prior to that, the security guard, and everybody who died there, may their souls continue to rest in peace. Have a